Good afternoon. Bitcoin is retracing. The whole game is over. We're going back to zero. Just kidding. It is a very healthy pullback. Everything is good. We're sitting at $69,593 per Bitcoin. Happy Friday. Hopefully everyone is geared up and ready to go. I have several exciting pieces of information that I must share with you guys, including the job report that came out, which was pretty damn awful. Yesterday in the stock market, we lost almost $1 trillion of valuation, which is absolutely insane. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Beagle. Hopefully everyone is doing fantastic on this Friday evening, Friday midday. I don't know. Friday. I have some cool things I want to show you, including a justification for the delisting of Data Lake from BitGet, as BitGet was destroying the chart for Data Lake, as well as some buyback information for Dynex and Infinity, that AI play I just purchased some of the other day, an update for them, and as well as a little wrap up from WellShare Health. So let's go ahead and get straight into everything, starting off with what I know most of you guys are probably going to be pretty interested in, and that is the justification for why Data Lake decided to get off of BitGet. Now, this is coming directly from an individual who seems like just a Data Lake holder, but they did a little bit of on-chain forensics to justify and see what the hell is going on. So first up, hey Lakers. Yesterday, the team announced that Data Lake Token Corporation with BitGet Global is ending. Is this really bad news though? On the chart, I marked the place where the listing of BitGet was announced. The beginning of the decline for Data Lake. If we come look at the photo he did, Data Lake literally changed its entire structure right when they listed on BitGet. So we were on a very healthy uptrend. Honestly, a little bit unhealthy to be honest. It was going a little bit too aggressively, but they were on an extreme uptrend. And then they listed on BitGet, and BitGet started selling off an extreme amount of Data Lake tokens and really just killed the price, killed the chart. You can actually see explicitly that they needed, like the team gave BitGet 50 million coins for an arbitrage bot. So the wallet ending in 8404 is an arbitrage bot, which after every purchase on Uniswap, they were selling Lake tokens to dump the chart. They were taking and artificially inflating the volume so that it could be qualified for BitGet. And in doing this, they destroyed the chart. So 50 million tokens worth roughly $215,000 were sold by this bot and just continued to tank the chart. Now imagine if those tokens hadn't been sold, where would Data Lake's price be right now? I think this is a net bullish thing, that getting off of BitGet. I understand it's a little bit irritating, but just look at this. The arbitrage bot did 0 purchases and in fact did 50 million in selling damage, sold 240 times. So literally anytime somebody bought a large chunk of Data Lake, they were just taking and taking and taking out of the market. So pretty good in my opinion that they are done with the SEX listing. Yeah, now we can go back to purchasing on Uniswap. I imagine that if you have tokens on BitGet that are Data Lake tokens, go ahead and just grab them right off. Take them off the exchange. There's no point in, you realistically shouldn't have had any of those tokens on the exchange to begin with, but I get some people are lazy. That's how I got burned last cycle. I ended up losing like 30 grand or something like that because I had my tokens on an exchange and that exchange went under. So just make sure you grab your tokens off of exchanges always. There's no point in having them there. Now, next up, we got the WellShare Health monthly update. October was packed for them. They hit a ton of huge milestones, took some giant leaps forward for all of decentralized science because of how much motion they attracted. If we go ahead and come over and look at WellShare, we'll come back to NFNT in a moment, but you come look at WellShare token, currently sitting at a $13 million market cap. You come look at their chart. The fully diluted valuation of WellShare hit all the way up at $250 million, which is insane. That is an eccentric valuation for stuff, but it brought a lot of attention and liquidity into decentralized science. The FDV sitting at 136 million right now. It does in fact look like Wellshare found a bottom right here around 5 cents. And it's still trying to support and prove that it is the bottom, but things are looking pretty good for them. These DeSci projects need to learn from Gene and Lake and stop listing on these dogshit centralized exchanges. I agree, Zach. I agree. It is definitely important that they stop listing on these sexes. Like, just wait, guys. Just any DeSci projects, you just need to wait a little bit. Because in this exact moment, it does not look like any of these centralized exchanges are doing well for any token listing, which is kind of a counter from last cycle in which the crown achievement of an altcoin was to get on one of these centralized exchanges so that they could get access to liquidity. At this point, these centralized exchanges are like giant KOLs, only doing way worse than a KOL would. They're just like getting away somehow with dumping charts and selling off major tokens while still keeping that like crown status of like, oh, we need to get on these centralized exchanges. In order to get on that centralized exchange, we need to give up 50 million tokens and have them just sell constantly. And that's like kind of a goofy way to go about it, but somehow it's a grift that is still working. Still working. There are 2 viewers right now. Oh, we just jumped up to 4. Let's get some people in here. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Should I be posting this out there? Let me go ahead and share out the live stream first before we continue on with the rest of the information, because clearly people are forgetting that we're live. We're live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your butts in here. And then we'll go to DeSci Schillers, the Telegram. Get your asses in the live. No Diddy with that comment, anyone who's watching. Okay, so Wellshare did pre-sale phase 2 and 3. They did strategic KOL onboarding, which ended up doing really well. Here are the KOLs onboarded. I had not even clicked on that. They got Jolly Green. Look at that list. They got Jolly Green, they got Nifty, they got Alt Crypto Gems, they got Dusty BC, they got Connor Kenny, they got Christian DeFi, they got Ted Pillows, they got Dr. Evil of Crypto. They also got Altcoin Daily to shill. And that is a crazy list of KOLs onboarded. That is like featured on Altcoin Daily. That is crazy. They got a ton of exposure because of those things. They really went hard with the marketing, and hopefully they continue to do that for the sake of the project. You can check out the full interview there. They launched the Wellshare token. They put the liquidity pool live on Uniswap. They partnered with Din LOL. I've not ever seen that before, but it looks like it's got a big following. Therefore, it must be solid. I am going to hit that follow button, just like you guys should. Anyone who's watching, make sure you hit that follow button. They got the CoinGecko listing. They did a Meet the Founders space. They published their roadmap. It is very exciting for the Wellshare community, so shout out to everyone who partook in the presale and are doing solid. The quality is here. Don't worry. You're right, Beagle. Honestly, Zach, Beagle, Derek, you guys are the real ones. We have a solid community, so long as it's just us chilling, having a good time, talking about crypto, talking about some of my favorite altcoin gems. Infinity AI, they are introducing Infinity Studios. Everyone talks about solutions, but nobody shows how to harness them. The change is here. With Infinity Studios, we don't just give you tools we bring your project to life. Bullish copyright there, bullish copyright. It's pretty interesting, actually. I think this is a good partnership, and I think I want to highlight one key thing here. So, Cryptify AI is a platform that translates social media hype into measurable blockchain impact, giving projects real-time, actionable insight on their influencer marketing efforts. That is a really cool tool. Welcome to a new era where your brand doesn't just exist, it lives. Here's the official social media links for Cryptify AI. Hopefully it doesn't spark any of the volume on this video. But look at this video. This was made from Infinity. That's beautiful. Those are some pretty good graphics. I don't know what all these little flashing squares are. I kind of wish that wasn't there, but it's clearly intentional. Infinity Studios. That's a really good graphic. And you guys know, we've talked about it a few times. Anyone who's played around with AI image generation knows that that's like, it's kind of hard to get stuff that comes out good like that. And so it looks like they just created a tool that you can actually go through and measure the social impact that marketers are having. So that's something that like a lot of the projects I'm working with are going to want. That's something that a lot of actual crypto companies are probably going to start implementing. I'm probably going to play around with it and see if I can implement it for just keeping track of all of the stuff. Like Wallshare spent a lot of money on some of these KOLs. Having a tool like this to make sure that the money was being used appropriately makes a lot of sense. I think that's a super bullish thing. It obviously did nothing to the chart, but that's just kind of the market we're living in right now. If we're being honest with each other, that's kind of just what the current state of the altcoin market is. This $2.4 million market cap project just tanked, absolutely tanked. Now, I'm still holding with a lot of conviction in Infinity. I think it'll do really well. And honestly, maybe I should reach out and be like, yo, you want some KOL influencer stuff? What's good, C90? Welcome. The Pepe emojis. Good thing YouTube doesn't support Pepe emojis. The next up, we only have two more things I want to talk about before the jobs report information. Bitcoin sitting at just under $70,000 per coin. The next thing up is an outline of the $10 million in buyback that Dynex is going to be doing through apparently the end of 2026. Now, I wish it was through the beginning of 2026. I wish that most of the buybacks were happening in 2025. Yet, regardless, this is a very, very bullish thing fundamentally. So as part of the economic revamp, this commitment of Dynex will be funded by both revenue and financing and will ramp up as revenue rises. Here's how it could look on a monthly basis. I know always someone says, but why no price pump? It must be fake. Nothing Dynex puts out is fake, and if you do some actual basic research, you would know this. They don't just post announcements like this lightly. This will 100% happen and can be sure of that. But also have to realize that this alone, especially in the starting months, will not pump the price out of nowhere. Now, when we reach $1 million monthly buybacks, that might be a little bit different. But for now, this is a great step for continuously reducing circulating supply and long-term healthiness of the price action. I seem to buy the projects Patrick is in, but only after they fall off a cliff. That is the curse right now, man. I get into these projects, I find some gems of projects. I get in, I announce it to people, and the price tanks and gives you guys some solid entry prices. But it seems to be the reoccurring theme of my life here. So we're good at spotting value, and then we're good at creating even more value after that. Oh my God. Works great for some utility LARPs on ETH that announce like $100,000 buyback from money they made from people buying so they can get even more people to buy and farm even more money. Dynex has no tax. Everything they do is funded from actual revenue and from founders' personal bank accounts, and also financing 50 million VC round, which just is happening right now. It's literally happening right now. They're finding $50 million in VC funding. So this is kind of an estimation as to what it could look like. So for November, doing very small buybacks and then ramping it up over time. So as we get into the bull market, it's going to be accentuated by Dynex purchasing some of these tokens. Unfortunately, it looks like they won't be hitting. If this is what they do, we don't have confirmation. This is just what Micro is anticipating or suggesting happens. But as they ramp up into the 2026 kind of bear market, they'd be buying a ton of tokens, hopefully keeping the price afloat a little bit. But nonetheless, I think this is good. They'll be buying monthly hundreds of thousands of dollars of Dynex. And who knows? As price starts pumping, maybe they view it as something that they want to just continue pumping. Bitcoin is now currently green on the day, marginally at $70,200. Either way, this is really good. It's another bullish thing happening for Dynex while the price is suffering, continuing to suffer. That was not a bullish price action, just broke through the bottom of the chart. So I would anticipate low key, as much as I really don't want this to happen, us coming back down to the bottom threshold of this flag. So back down to 25 cents maybe. Not the greatest look on the price action for Dynex, but again, it's just a waiting game right now. Bitcoin dominance continues to LARP higher, continues to just jump higher. So we'll have to see. Buy CYG, Zach says. CYG continues to rally, but we're not there yet. Next up is KongSwap. KongSwap, there is 26 minutes left in this pre-sale, which is the foundational sale for the DAO that is KongSwap. You guys have seen me talk about KongSwap a ton. They have hit their milestone of 100,000 ICP commit. They've actually gone all the way to 144,000 ICP commit, and this is liquid ICP. On the back end, they have Neuron's funding commitment of an additional 119,000, meaning the overall commit for ICP is 250,000 ICP. If we go ahead and pull up the calculator, they got 254,848 times what is the price of ICP. Not even sure I really want to see that right now, but $7.89 times 7.89. So they were able to raise $2 million into the KongSwap NNS sale. That is very good. That is very good. It's at a $10 million valuation, and things are going super well for KongSwap. The token going live, the liquidity pools are going to be going live soon. I'm an advisor to KongSwap on the marketing end of things, and so they're giving me a lot of information on the back end, which is not ready to be shared, but KongSwap is cooking. KongSwap is cooking. They've got a lot of partnerships within ICP ecosystem. They have a lot of people ready to push aggressively for KongSwap as like partnerships, not just random shills. Let's see what they've announced on their page so that I can see what I'm permitted to talk about. KongSwap reposted this gold DAO. So gold DAO is kind of interesting because there's a few different tokenized assets of gold across the crypto industry. And I believe gold DAO is set to be like the 6th largest gold tokenized asset like in all of crypto. We like the gold. Who doesn't? Banana. A little bit of flirtatious going on right now. Flirtatious activity between gold DAO and KongSwap. So pretty exciting. They got a KongSwap gorilla at the Binance Blockchain Week. So they're doing real world marketing with Pierre. Pierre is someone who works high up at Definity. He is the chief business officer at Definity. So he's been showing nonstop support to KongSwap. I think that's just very funny. I kind of want to post my photo from New York of the gorilla that I saw there. KongSwap is at the Definity booth for Binance's Blockchain Week out in Dubai. KongSwap is at the booth. Just be ready. Jerry's shouting out KongSwap. Things have gone really, really well. And most of you guys have probably played around with it a little bit, but I want to show you guys KongSwap one more time before the sale is totally over. Look at that. It is some of the most creative design in all of crypto, low-key. This is something that looks playful and fun, as it is literally designed just like the video games that all of us used to play. So they got different pools. You can do lending and borrowing soon, not just yet, but you can stake for some of these liquidity pools and earn APY on some of your coins. So they have all of the makings of regular DeFi set up to go. They've already got almost 4 million in TVL with $100,000 of daily volume. Where can I sign up to be the gorilla? I'm not sure, but if you want me to talk to Aaron, I can talk to Aaron and see if you can get in that gorilla costume. Oh my god. And I might low-key have to connect my wallet. I think I want to showcase to you guys the... Let me go connect my wallet real quick, and then I want to showcase the sound effects that happens when you do a transaction. I don't have much money in this wallet. This is just the wallet I use to play around with stuff, so I'm going to burn a little bit of fees. But let's go ahead and swap my CK, my 1/4 of CK USDT into ICP. And let me make sure that the audio performance, yep. Sending tokens. Approve. I don't have my water. Of course, when I do the live swap, it takes a little bit longer than expected. There we go. Let me make sure that the audio goes through though, because that's like the most important part of this whole thing. Do 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 do. The live transaction takes the longest I've ever seen it. Probably because I'm live right now, so my internet's being funky again. Except I'm plugged into an Ethernet cable, so my upload and download speed is actually upwards of 600 megabytes per second now. So frick you to everyone who doubted the speed. This swap is taking forever. What the hell? I'm going to close out of that. See if the swap ever actually goes through. We'll go back. It'll make the sound effect whenever it's ready to make the sound effect. But yeah, that's KongSwap. KongSwap is one of the only true DeFi things in all of ICP. So even if it has times and moments in which it takes an eternity for the transaction to go through, it is still one of the only things on ICP. Now, does anyone have questions before we talk about the job report that came out? Because it was not bullish. The job report was in fact very bearish. I forget, did you mention Kong being cross-chain, or was I dreaming that? Kong is working to be multi-chain, yeah. So not CK technology, but they're going to be integrating Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and they're just starting with ICP. So they're starting to gain market share in ICP because it is the most underutilized chain of the four. And then they'll be integrating Ethereum and Solana and Bitcoin. Hopefully Solana, Bitcoin, then Ethereum, but we will see the order of these things. I want the sound effect to go through. Maybe I can remove liquidity. I don't have any pooled liquidity though. I want the sound effect. What the hell? Let's take some profits maybe. Yes, exactly. So the premise will be able to swap from Sol to ICP and ICP to Sol, and all of the different... Did the sound... Oh, you guys can't hear it, can you? Damn it. Did you guys hear the sound effect at all? No, I don't think so. So now we'll go ahead and swap again. Let me see if there's sound effects. Okay. Yep. 50 Sol with meme coin trading bot. This is more likely than not a total scam. All right, that's irritating. I can hear it in my headphones. We're just burning ICP in order to do this. I will not be able to act it out for you guys because it doesn't sound like anything I could act out. But they have different sound effects for everything that you do, and I think it's just really fun. There we go. There we go. I know you guys heard it that time. It's just fun. Then you can add to the liquidity pool, which has an even different sound effect. So let's swap some back. I'm literally going to do 50 cents of... You guys heard it. I know you heard it. It's one of those old video game sound effects, like you finally made money or something. You motherfuckers. You know what? You heard that one, right? Yes. All right. Now we're going to go to the pool, and we're going to add some liquidity. We're going to max bet the liquidity. And what also is cool about this is that it auto adjusts so that it's the exact same. Damn it. I only have 25 cents of... All right, we're doing some liquidity here. Mods! Let's bring the mic over to the speaker. Okay, no. See, how fun is that? See, isn't that fun? We're bringing gamification back to the ICP space. And now that I'm a liquidity pool provider between ICP and CKUSDT, I will be earning yield. All right, Plug, how many more times you gotta request something? And I can come over to the pools, and I can see that I am staking MCS to USDT. And ICP to USDT. Exactly. The whole thing is 8-bit graphics. The whole thing is older style stuff. The first error I've ever seen on the website, officially recorded. Just snagging that for the developers. You guys were here live to see it. Not a good promo for them, but low-key, it's fine. But 0 tokens were returned, meaning it still went through. So despite, like, the liquidity pool is still there, My 5 cents of ICP staked against 15 cents. Oh, man. Fees collected. I have collected a very small fee. Fun. There you go. Now, on to the October jobs report, because things were not good. Things were not good. However, things are still good for CYG. Up at $1.41. Zach, where you at, Zach? Look at that little baby pump. Little baby pump for CYG that pumped it up 17% because somebody bought another 50 grand worth of the token. Right here, whoever this is. Just bought $50,000 worth of Cyclics. Received funding from this wallet right here, which has $68 million. Pepe Mega. Wojak coin. Chainlink token. Who the hell is this? A mega whale just bought into Cyclics. What the hell wallet is this? 50 grand is pennies to them. $255 million? Who the hell is this? Stop looking at my wallet, bro, says Don. This is not your wallet, Don. Voyager token, RIP. How do you still have $2.2 million worth of Voyager token? Is this an exchange wallet or something? NPC coin at 5 million. Can this guy like just send a little bit? I'll take a little bit of Beam, a little bit of Chainlink. Come on, you got any NFTs in the wallet? Yup. Holy shit, 9 hours ago. Oh my god. This has got to be like an exchange wallet or something. There's no way this is... It's my Diddy exchange wallet. Sus. It was funded by this guy from MEXC. No tokens. Crazy. Whoever that was, crazy bullish move for Cyclics. And Bitcoin has some increased volatility here. Oh, speaking of volatility, let's go over to the Apollo algo, because I believe Apollo, oh my god, JeetBot got a 500% return on Retardio. So that's funny. Am I following? Yes, I am following JeetBot. Redacted information. So I know that they posted it. Here we go. No, that was last month. They posted the volatility moments for Bitcoin, and the days are here. So we know, as far as what they publicly posted, we know that 11/8, 11/16, and 11/26 are going to be the most volatile days of November. Again, remember, plus or minus the 24-hour period, right? Still experimenting with directional bias. So far, so good. But they are suggesting that 9/9 is up potentially. 10/7 down. Wait, that was back then. So they're still experimenting with directional volatility, but we do know the volatility. Now, I saw these numbers already, the dates, and it is the day before and after the election. And the week following the election looks like it's going to be volatile. So who knows? I think anyone with a brain at this point could have predicted that leading into the election would be volatile and immediately after the election would be volatile. That doesn't take an AI to predict. That takes just regular intelligence to predict. However, this is a rare month in which you don't really need any kind of like literally anyone with a pulse would be able to predict the volatile days for this month. But it is still interesting to see. Everything is predicting a volatile election period, which is starting Like those volatile days start over the weekend and through next week. So this next 10-day period or so is supposed to be very volatile. Hopefully we don't say anything crazy. I'm honestly surprised with the job report how not volatile the market was, considering we only added 12,000 jobs when we were expected to add 140,000 jobs. So we tend to add, like, in order for us to have a strong year this year in 2024 for the jobs added to the market in the United States, we were supposed to be having upwards of like 500,000 jobs for the Q4. And we start Q4's job reports out with 12,000 when we should have been getting at least like 150 to 200,000 jobs. We got 12,000, which was not good at all. Now, the unemployment rate came out at 4.1, which was exactly estimates and exactly last month's unemployment rate. So that is not changing. However, if you guys remember a few months ago, the SOMS indicator ticked off, and that is when unemployment rises by 0.5% or more. And it did that. We hit a low of 3.4, and then that was back in April. And for the rest of the year since April, more and more people have been losing their jobs and going for the unemployment rate spiking. Now it's kind of leveling off here at 4.1, but I don't think that matters, to be honest. If we go look at the actual unemployment rate charts, let me go directly to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's not what I wanted. We do need Trump to win. This is a very important election for our bags. If you go look, I wish we could see more than just last time, but anytime the unemployment rate starts to rise, it is literally an indication that we're in a recession, that we're entering into the recession. And so doesn't mean that assets have to start going down yet until we see some actual pain out there and we see some bankruptcies. But it does indicate that things don't look good. Like if you look at this, it was really the end of 2007 that unemployment rate started ticking up. So if we were to compare now till back then, we've now entered into the end of 2007. Then if we come back here and look at the indices, we'll go to the S&P 500. We'll go to the weekly chart. We'll zoom out. Oh my God, look at that beautiful chart. Like we started tanking. Oh, look at that, the end of 2007. Yay. Please, I don't want that. Please, guys, we need all of you guys. Don, if you truly have $250,000, you need to start buying the dip. You need to prevent the dip. Okay? It's imperative. You have to start buying. Please. Now, it's cliche to say this time is different, but quite literally every single thing about this cycle in the economy has been fundamentally different. Like we've never been this inverted on the yield curve for so long. We've never had this much bad economic data come out and still continue to just trudge higher. So we will see. There's probably going to be some crazy volatility, and low key, if we saw some sort of a flash crash activity like last time, that would be the most bullish scenario, because then we could have some more momentum up. Like if we saw some nice little activities. What is going on? Like if we saw some stuff like this where we come back down to the moving average and then rally back up through the end of November or through the end of 2025, it would be the best. Don is secretly one of the royal Saudis. Well, if he was, I would be disappointed that he's not just loading up on Noble. I don't even want to pull up Noble. We're down again. We're about to be going. It's okay. Holy shit, Data Lake. What is wrong with you? And Data Lake be tanking even further. Bags aren't looking good right now. Bags are not looking good. But what do you guys want to talk about? What is out there right now that is not actively bleeding? Minus cyclics. Grass is up 12% today, and that's pretty nice. We got the debut of Grass, went to 70 cents. Now it's up at $1.12. One of the largest airdrops I've ever seen. Eagle AI, that's doing good. Let's go. Good morning, people. Let's even out those likes. Yes, please, Steve the Canadian. Let's get those likes up. We got 4 likes. I want to see 10. I want to see 10 likes. There is combined misery. Okay. Derek, you said what's not tanking. I said what's not tanking. Everything be tanking right now. Eagle AI down 8.5%. Had a nice rally from 8 cents all the way up to almost 14 cents. And then we started getting some down. Grass APY, though, dropped to 50%. Yep, that makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot of sense to see that kind of activity. Grass APY dropping. Oh, that's gross. No, thank you. I still don't even think I've claimed my Grass airdrop. Except all cookies. You guys already see everything that exists on my computer anyways, so. Essential only this time, since you're going to ask me twice. That investor. Let's go over here. Okay. Well, that didn't work. They logged me out for some reason. Whatever, man. I'll collect them after the live stream. I ain't trying to risk doxing my login stuff to you guys. We're still up 62% on Data Lake, just saying. From our average cost. But everything else is painful, suffering, and no bueno. So, what are you guys interested in talking about? How many of you guys have added any new positions to the portfolio? This can't be right. Is this real? Oh my God. Is this real? What happened here? Holy shit. Dawn migration, damn. October 30th through November 5th. What the hell happened? Okay. A new token. All right. That scared the fuck out of me. I haven't bought any of it, but I've been watching it carefully. So I was like, holy shit. Where's the new contract, though? Trading will resume and the mainnet will be open to the public on election night. No action required. All DION holders, whether on-chain or holding on centralized exchanges, do not need to take any actions for this airdrop. The process is automated. Bullish. Okay. All right. 11 a.m. on October 30th. DION tech team will take a snapshot of all holdings and withdraw the liquidity pool from Ethereum. All right. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. So everyone rushed in to get the airdrop, and then they snagged the LP. And then whoever bought down here, though, up 1,300%, but there's probably literally no liquidity to take any profits out of that. Should we go buy? $7.3K in liquidity is crazy. Big Bond told me about the migration bullish. No Nut November started. Nice. Don says he's doing all Nut November. That's going to be painful, Don. Bought Dynex and more VaultFi recently. Nice, Zach. You were going balls deep into the CoinRock Ventures plays, plus a little bit of Dynex sprinkled in there. So I didn't add crypto, but a store I went to this morning had a whole roll of 2024 Air Force collectible toonies as change. Each one is worth $47, so I traded her a $50 for the roll. Damn, Steve. Out here getting some bullish trades going on, a little arbitrage opportunity there. You took advantage of that poor lady, that poor old woman just trying to get by. She was like, I don't know what I have. And you were like, I do. Let me go ahead and 10x my $50 real quick. No, that's bullish. That is a good find, Steve. That is a bullish find. Good morning. Late, but I'm here. Thuna, the morning just wasn't correct without you being here. So thank you for appearing in the live stream at the tail end. We appreciate you. XSwap launch on RWA Marketplace. XSwap. What is XSwap? This one? What is another project? Octa. Octa down marginally today. Octa's chart looks beautiful. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Chart broke support. I get off the logarithmic chart for that thing. Think we're coming down here? 'Tis possible. It's the weekly chart. Zoom in a little and grab that daily chart. Nice. Damn, Don. Your parents let you pawn their wedding ring? It's regrets. We'll see. We'll see. Jupiter swap. We're finding support here. I might... Oh, that's what I was going to debate with you guys. So I didn't ever end up taking any profits on the Jupiter swap trade because I just didn't. So I'm debating if I should double down now on this dip here and add more leverage to the trade. I'm trying to see if Solana is going to find support somewhere. Part of me feels like we're headed back down to here, down to this $160 area. Thuna says, yeah, do it. Bullish. I traded their house in for FTX stock last cycle. Zach, that is scary. They don't know. Oh my God. Well, hopefully it works out nicely. I sold all my grandpa's furniture to buy some Noble. Hell yeah, let's start doing that. Let's start selling everything that we own to buy more Noble. Anyone else's CoinMarketCap portfolio look like this? So over in the Discord, Big Bon just posted his CoinMarketCap portfolio. Looking a little sus. Let's go see if ours looks like that. Nope, mine does not look like that, Big Bon. Looks like Bon got rugged. Rugged. You're not making it sound like the best decisions are being made. Let's do it. Let's start leveraging every asset that we have in our facilities in order to buy the Noble dip. If we all did this collectively, it would stop dipping. It would stop dipping if we all did this collectively. It's just the thing that I find that is a little bit frustrating for Patrick here. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and grab Noble. Okay. We'll zoom in on the chart. Make it a little bit nicer to see exactly what's going on here. Okay. Noble chart. Bad. Not great. Let's go get the CYG chart. Let's go ahead and move these ribbons and just take a look and notice that we were correlated with them. And then as soon as Noble started tanking, CYG started pumping. And it's very difficult to say. Why is it so off the radar? Because it's all percentages. I don't want percentages, I want regular. Oh, except that Noble is much smaller in dollars. Oh, but it's Noble divided by wrapped Ethereum. So I think we have to. Damn it, how do I get this? What am I doing? Whatever, man. Look at, all I'm saying is that every time Cyclix pumps, there coincidentally seems to be some sort of liquidity draining moment for Noble, implying that the Noble is leaving to go buy and pump Cyclix. That's all I was saying. Since most of us here own both, probably don't really care too much. However, interesting little correlation there. Let's go ahead and delete the Cyclix chart. Look at this beautiful, beautiful chart here. If Noble gets back to all-time high, I will tattoo Dylan on my forehead. So you will tattoo your name when Noble goes back up to all-time highs. That is a very intriguing statistic. Yo, what's good, Yeti? Happy good morning, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream appearance. We have a celebrity in the chat once again. Can't think of something better than collateralizing all our assets for Magic Internet Money. Zach, I'm right there with you. The Magic Internet Money is going to go hard for the next 12 months. Magic Internet Money for the win. Steve, the Canadian, I want to get your take on something here, Patrick. Since you dabble on all sides, what's your thoughts on the project getting delisted if they fall under launch as well? Add a bit of legitimacy to them. What do you mean? Projects getting delisted if they fall below the launch price. You mean like if, since Noble is below launch price, having it no longer be tradable? Or do you mean like on a centralized exchange such as Data Lake, having their coin getting delisted? I robbed Disabled Bagger to buy some Noble, bullish. A Disabled Beggar to buy Noble, that is bullish, Beagle. I condone those activities. Maybe there are some similar cases to Noble out there in crypto. I'm sure there's a ton. I'm no celebrity, just a regular person like yourself. My guy, you were on the NASDAQ. They interviewed you for NASDAQ. I don't think this is the correct one, but let's go to the images. I know your face will pop up here. Come on. You're a celebrity. You're a celebrity, Yeti. That's a bullish interview. Not to dox your face like that, but you're already doxed, so. Stock market type rules. Not Noble specifically, but all cryptos. I think that it is an interesting take, honestly. It would, what they do though would just incentivize some so on the stock market, it's not so much if they fall below the listing price, it's if they fall below a specific price per share. So what that incentivizes is them just doing a reverse stock splits to reduce the circulating, not the circulating supply, but the number of tokens. So the valuation of the company itself doesn't change, but they would do like a, let's, for example, this is not a good, let's go back to Noble. Noble being 0.3 of a penny right now. All they would do is divide the total number of coins by 10 and get it back to 3 cents. So the threshold being like if Noble falls below a penny, what we do is just a reverse coin split and combine coins together into one to make it so that it's back up to a penny. It wouldn't change anything. You would just get, in this case, a third less coins, but still have the portfolio be valued the same. I think it's interesting take though. I don't know how it would work so much because you can't really delist things from a DEX unless you drain the liquidity pool. And draining the LP would just destroy, like you can't do it. Yeah, exactly, Don. If you fall under launch, they technically aren't worth anything. You never did give your opinion on my portfolio, or did my portfolio scare you? I needed to take it in. You sent your portfolio and I really needed to take it in. You are aggressively in DePIN protocols, so clearly you have your bias, you have your conviction plays. Everyone here, we should all bully Yeti until he buys some Noble. I didn't see any Noble in your portfolio, which was kind of weird. So I think you should toss nothing big, just like 1% of your portfolio value into Noble. 1% position in Noble, that's not even anything. Everyone bully Yeti right now. Spam Yeti as much as you can right now. Just buy a bag of Noble. Save us all from poverty. Yeti, buy Noble or leave forever. No, don't scare him that bad, but bully him. Yeah, you know what? Bully him a little bit. Let's get some pressure on. The price has never been lower, Yeti. You can get in for some crazy discounts right now. Your portfolio is good. I think with your Bitcoin allocation, you really can't go wrong with anything else that you do. I don't think that, honestly, with your Bitcoin allocation, you're set. You're good. Everything else in the portfolio is just for funsies at that point. Like you have your stability, you know? BRB. Oh, make sure you use a new wallet. We're going to watch it on chain, Yeti. Make sure you're using a new wallet so you don't dox your portfolio. Or do it. We'll do a little bit of analysis. I feel it would keep a lot of holders in a project. More people would want to hold a floor. I know it's a huge difference between the two. I've just been thinking about it. I think, Steve, honestly, it makes sense. It does make sense to have some sort of like penalty if you get too low, but that requires some regulations, and the whole space is just not necessarily on that stage for regulations just yet, you know? Day 30, Noblethon, hosted by Thuna. Let's go, Don. What do we do for a Noblethon? Oh, the Kong swap sale finished. A little bit over $2 million worth of ICP. I agree. One day that will probably... Yet he says, where is the best place to buy? You're going to buy on Uniswap. So you're going to grab this. You're going to go skirt. I'm going to put the CA for Noble in the chat here. You're going to go to Uniswap. This is what is required, guys. We're IRL onboarding people to the Noble community. We're going to go from ETH. You're going to hit the select the token here. You're going to paste the contract right on in there. I know you know, I'm just going through it. It's going to say, hey man, this token's so tiny, it's not on any leading centralized exchanges. And you're going to be like, I understand. And then you're going to say 1 million ICP or 1 million ETH into Noble. And you're only going to get $225,000 worth because that's draining the liquidity pool basically. But you're going to go just, a little bag, nothing that crazy. You're just going to add like 10, maybe 100 ETH into it. $50K minimum. 50K is nutty. In 10 minutes, we all dump it. No, Beagle. No. That's funny as hell. One day, that will probably be the route they take. Facts. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's like on centralized exchanges, they have that, but it's more so as a threshold of how much volume, which is how you got into the debacle that we had with Data Lake, right? Let me see if I can go back beyond Dion. Yeah, it's how we get into the debacle here with Data Lake, is that in order to maintain on the centralized exchange, because you can't delist from a decentralized exchange, in order to maintain on the centralized exchange, you have to have that threshold of volume. And so what happened is they purchased and put $50 million worth of Data Lake into an arbitrage bot. And all that it did was just drain liquidity. Every single time somebody bought Data Lake, this bot would match the purchase with the sell and just cause the price to go down. So it's like not a great look at all. It was actually the exact opposite of what would have been beneficial to the Lake project, which is unfortunate, but a lot of the centralized exchanges are like that. So maybe one day we can see some regulations like that, but in a more applicable manner for the nature of this, of crypto. But it is a booming industry. Like Bitcoin turned 16 yesterday. And so we only have 16 years of innovation here, and things take some time. It takes a good chunk of time before you see any kind of good regulations come out of the space. One thing I do want to say, this is crazy, okay? This is actually really crazy. I posted about it yesterday. Sam Arms, if you guys know Sam, he is one of my friends. He was my gym bro partner when I was down in Florida. Let's see, how long ago he posted it? Right here. After Florida has a complete Republican sweep and gives every single electoral vote to Donald Trump, we're going to become the first advanced Bitcoin state in America. Florida Treasurer Jimmy Patronis makes history with letter endorsing a strategic Bitcoin reserve, pushes state pensions to add Bitcoin. So it is very, very, like Sam is a lobbyist. Sam is the person who's kind of orchestrating behind the scenes stuff like this happening. So they made it in Florida, you're not allowed to have a CBDC. CBDCs in the state of Florida are illegal thanks to Sam Arms. He helped co-create and push forward the legislation for that. And now that is being adopted across a lot of different states across the United States. He also is like, I was trying to help him with some of the regulations for like a Bitcoin tax holiday in Florida, as well as some legal clarity for not having to have custodial licenses for those Bitcoin kiosks that you see around the state. A lot of different things like that. The one I was most passionate about was the DAO bill to make DAOs legal entities in the state of Florida so that you could get some more DAOs in there. But this is what he's been working on behind the scenes a lot. And it looks like it's going to potentially come true in that pension funds in the state of Florida would start adding Bitcoin to their pensions. That's crazy. That is so crazy. So right there, you see the fight against CBDCs. Trump wished Bitcoin a happy birthday. Trump pushing Bitcoin forward. The state of Florida, the actual, like, The chief financial officer, Jimmy Patronis, is endorsing the idea of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve in the state of Florida. That's so bullish, it's not even funny. Imagine, what is the pension fund? Holy shit. $204 billion in total assets under management for the Florida pension fund plan. Imagine you get the strategic reserve of 1% or 5% or 10% into Bitcoin, a digital asset, digital gold. It's not even that unheard of. That'd be $2 to $20 billion from the state of Florida going into Bitcoin. I don't know that I'll be able to find. Oh, wait. Returns 10% on the fiscal year. How much is in gold? I don't know that I'd be able to find it right off the top of my head. But are you allowed to have CBD? Yes. Yes. You know what's funny? In Florida, you can actually go to smoke shops and buy magic mushrooms. Like, I don't know that it's legal, but I know that nobody's prosecuting it. And so you can go to smoke shops and literally just go buy chocolate bars that have mushrooms in them. Crazy, right? Crazy. Oh, is this the purchase? $97 into Noble? Was this Yeti? Dun, 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 dun. Someone with a log chain swap. And Axon, Ring AI. This is clearly a $500 into Noble. This is, whoever that purchase was, is clearly a Thai crypto follower. Chain swap, Axon, Ring AI. How's Ring AI doing? Yep. Looks like every other microcap altcoin out there. Had that crazy rally for the hype and then has died down as everyone has dipped from their profit taking. No, Don. Not get us out of this hellhole of Noble. This is a bullish opportunity for Noble. Let's collaborate with others, then buy Noble, we shill. One raid from DeSci Shillers, 100k Noble buy. That'd be crazy. Step bro. What are you saying, Don? What are you even saying? No, we go around and as part of the DeSci Shillers, our goal is to just onboard Noble. Let's showcase how Noble Blocks is. That's the goal. Sorry, it's Friday. Thank you, Don. Thank you. On Fridays we act sus. No. But we got him good on Noble. Now he will be in pain with us. That's not how you onboard someone. Yeti might still be here. We're showing him the opportunity for Noble Blocks. They just announced all the updates. We're rolling all the updates out over a period of time. Look at 243 people tuned into the AMA. Had some decent engagement there. All the updates are rolling out over the next 3 weeks or so, and then we can start the marketing campaigns for Noble, and we can open the doors to the researchers. We had the Noble Blocks Nerd Nugget game. Oh, I can only do it on my phone. Ah! Don't look at the names of the chats that I'm in. Enter the game. I can't enter the game. Oh wait, yes I can. Play. Launch. Nerd Nuggets. Oh, damn it. Where's their Telegram though? Nerd Nug. Well, that is not this. That's not what I was looking up. I don't know. There were 40,000 people last I checked. 45,000 people who had gone into the Nerd Nuggets game, or the Nerd Nuggets Telegram, with roughly 20,000 players of the Nerd Nuggets game, which is pretty good. Actually insane. The thing is that the funnel has not been activated yet because they're waiting for the platform to have all of the official updates. One thing that's also exciting is the AI feature for Noble Blocks. That is going to help generate some revenue. Not immediately because it's going to be free for a while, but the AI feature, the summarizing tool for the blogs, or not the blogs, but the academic publishing papers, that's crazy. Yeti, is Noble only available to WETH? Yes. It is an ERC20 token, and so it's only there for swapping Ethereum. Yeti, you guys over at Dynex, once Noble Blocks is up, I know you guys post a lot of publications, articles, research articles on what you guys are doing. We should get some collaboration going with Noble, and you guys should post some of your articles onto Noble Blocks' platform for that open access and decentralized publication of peer-reviewed research. The collaboration with other peer reviewers as well. You guys should bring on board some of the research you guys are doing onto Noble once next month. We can talk more about it if you want, because I think it would be super bullish to get some official posts from Dynex onto Noble Blocks. That's the whole point of it. And then you guys get compensated in some extra Noble tokens. You can play around with the whole idea of the bounty feature behind it, the Noble ecosystem. Sounds like a great idea. That is the onboarding that we are to do, guys. Let's go. Let's go. If you want some help purchasing Noble tokens, they are quite literally at an all-time low. I know that you understand that the correlation between price and fundamentals behind projects are not always linked one-to-one. As we've talked about it at the start of the live stream, like the $10 million of buybacks happening from the official Dynex team into the actual token, announcing that caused the price to go down, which is crazy. It makes literally zero sense, but it just sometimes the market behaves irrationally longer than people can stay solvent. That is something that is a huge saying across all financial markets. Markets can remain irrational longer. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. This OFT cited quote or version of it is attributed to famous economist John Maynard Keynes. The message here is that no one is bigger than the market. No matter how right you think you are about a certain stock or trend, the market doesn't care. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, which is why it's important you don't over leverage into stuff. Because if you over leverage into something, there's a possibility that you get liquidated despite potentially being correct, right? The Jupiter swap trade here is a perfect example. Right here, I go long, anticipating a breakout. Jupiter swap obviously is going to go up this bull run, but I put my stop loss here at 69 cents. We got so close to tipping my stop loss. So close. Because I leveraged. If I hadn't leveraged and just went in with a spot buy, I could sit here without any kind of impatient activities. But all right, Yeti, probably the smartest idea not to purchase on the live stream, because we would have gone into your wallet to see what else you're holding in that wallet. But if you want help, if you actually are interested in buying some Noble, we can chat a little bit. I have to immediately upon leaving this live stream, I will be going to that chat you created with me and what's his name from yesterday, Your time is your most valuable asset. What's good, Zaj? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here for the very ending statement of today's live stream. It is Fitness Friday. Make sure you guys do something to support your personal fitness journey, because what's the point in making all of this money if you're not going to be around to use it? Take care of yourselves. I will be traveling to LA this weekend. So if anyone lives out in LA, hit me up. I'd love to have a little collab meetup. I will be bringing my laptop and we will be back to hotel Wi-Fi live streams. You think I would use my main portfolio wallet to buy? Come on now. You're right. All right. I'll see you guys.